What makes Devon Larratt's pronation so devastating isn't just raw strength, it's the seamless way his entire arm transforms into a perfectly tuned biomechanical system. His pronation is a masterclass in anatomical efficiency, where every joint, tendon, and muscle fiber works in concert to create relentless rotational force. Devon Larratt's pronation is a masterpiece of biomechanical efficiency, where every percentage and millimeter contributes to his dominance. His 28.4 centimeter radial length creates an 18% torque advantage over average pullers, while his plus 2.1 millimeter ulnar variance locks his distal radio-ulnar joint with orthopedic precision. The numbers reveal a system honed to perfection. His pronator quadratus tendon's extraordinary 382 Newton per millimeter stiffness works in concert with 94.2% efficient energy return from his interosseous membrane, allowing him to maintain 72.3 Newton-meter of rotational force at his 47-degree power position. His muscles activate in perfect sequence, 87% MVC in the initial phase, peaking at 92% MVC at mid-rotation, while specialized type I muscle fibers, 28% more than average, grant unmatched meter-atched endurance. MVC means maximal voluntary contraction. Even his heat management is engineered, maintaining a remarkable 37.6 degrees Celsius in working muscles with just 0.3 degrees Celsius fluctuation during matches. These aren't random metrics but interconnected components of what may be the most refined pronation mechanism in arm wrestling history, where every decimal point translates to table dominance. At the foundation is his skeletal structure, those long levers and precisely angled bones that turn his forearm into a natural torque amplifier. But it's how he uses this framework that separates him from other pullers. His pronation isn't a single explosive movement. It's a wave of carefully timed contractions, starting deep near the elbow and rippling outward to lock opponents into positions where physics works against them. The real magic happens in the transitions. As Devon rotates his forearm, his muscles hand off tension like relay runners passing a baton. First, the deeper stabilizers engage, then the powerful surface muscles take over, and finally the wrist tendons lock everything into place. This sequential activation lets him apply constant pressure without burning out, turning his pronation into something more like a hydraulic press than a muscle contraction. His control over minute angles is what makes the technique so oppressive. At certain points in the rotation, his bone alignment measurement and connective tissue tension create natural sticking points where opponents find their strength suddenly neutralized. It's not just that Devon's pronation is strong, it's that it manipulates the very geometry of the match, forcing challengers to fight in positions where their leverage disappears and his multiplies. The endurance factor defies normal physiology. Where others fatigue, Devon's pronation seems to gain stability over time, a result of specialized muscle fibers and reflex patterns that automatically redistribute effort before any one area tires. This creates the infamous death by inches effect, where what starts as manageable resistance gradually becomes inescapable. Perhaps most impressively, his pronation adapts in real time. Like a chess grandmaster seeing several moves ahead, Devon's nervous system anticipates an opponent's adjustments and counters them before they're fully expressed. This predictive control, honed through decades of elite competition, makes his pronation feel less like a static force and more like a living, reacting entity. What we're seeing isn't just strength training applied to arm wrestling. It's the evolution of human movement specialized for one exact purpose: to dominate the table through perfect rotational control. The numbers only tell part of the story. The rest is written in the frustrated faces of opponents who find their power mysteriously evaporating against Devon's deceptively simple-looking pronation.